Officers, what is the craziest story that a suspect or victim told you that actually turned out to be true? This woman named Jessica kept calling us about voices in her walls. She lived in this crappy apartment complex downtown, and every night around 3 a.m., she'd hear scratching sounds and what sounded like a girl whispering, "Help me," through the vents. The first time she called, my partner and I figured it was probably rats, or maybe the upstairs neighbor watching TV too loud. We checked her place, looked around, didn't find anything weird. The apartment was clean, she seemed normal, just tired and stressed out. But Jessica kept calling, like every few days. Same story every time. Voices at 3 a.m., scratching sounds, sometimes crying. The landlord told her it was probably the old pipes or rats in the walls. He seemed annoyed that she kept complaining. After the fourth call, my sergeant told us to just take a report and move on. But something about Jessica bothered me. She wasn't some crazy lady making stuff up. She was genuinely scared, and the details never changed. Always 3 a.m., always the same voice saying, "Help me." Then one night she called in full panic mode. She was crying, barely making sense, saying a hand came through the air vent in her bedroom. That's when we knew we had to take this seriously. Me and Officer Rodriguez went back to her building the next morning. I started looking at the maintenance records, and something was off. The apartment next to Jessica's had been empty for 6 months. No tenant, no rent being paid. But when I knocked on the walls between the units, I heard something knock back. We got permission to check the empty apartment. The place was dusty and obviously vacant, but the closet wall looked newer than the rest. Different paint, different texture. Rodriguez noticed the wall was way thicker than it should be. We called for backup and forced our way through that wall. Behind it was this tiny hidden space, maybe 4 feet wide. And there she was, a 15-year-old girl named Amanda, barely conscious, filthy, dehydrated. She'd been reported missing 8 months ago by her mom. Turns out the building's old maintenance guy, this creep named Wayne, used to live in that empty unit. Before he moved out, he built this secret room behind the closet wall, soundproofed it, put in ventilation that connected to Jessica's apartment. He'd been sneaking back through the fire escape, keeping this girl prisoner, feeding her just enough to stay alive. Amanda had no idea how long she'd been in there. She thought it was years. The poor kid was so messed up she couldn't even remember her own last name at first. Wayne got caught trying to flee the state 2 days later. During questioning, he confessed to everything. He'd grabbed Amanda from a bus stop 8 months ago and kept her hidden while everyone thought she was dead. Jessica later told us she almost checked herself into a mental hospital because everyone kept telling her she was imagining things. Her landlord, her friends, even her own family thought she was losing it. She said she started taking sleeping pills just to avoid hearing the voices. The crazy part? If Jessica had given up calling us, Amanda would have died in that wall. The doctor said she maybe had another week left in her condition. Wayne got life without parole. Jessica moved out the next month, couldn't stand being in that place anymore. Amanda's doing better now, got therapy, reunited with her family.